Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh my goodness. Michelle, Brock, this means so much to me. I am looking forward to doing this with the two of you, Doug and I both, and getting out there, being on the road. But most of all, I just want to tell you the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much. And we're going to have some fun with this too, aren't we?
Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all and say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences. It's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the Lansing community. Doesn't make much sense, but today in America, millions of our fellow citizens wake up and go to work with the awareness that they could lose their job, not because of anything they do or fail to do, but because of who they are. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender. And that's wrong. We're here to do what we can to make it right. To bend that arc of justice just a little bit in a better direction. In a few moments, I will sign an executive order that does two things. First, the federal government already prohibits employment discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation. Once I sign this order, the same will be explicitly true for gender identity.
But Barack Obama is a joke. Barack wasn't do a darn thing for black folk. Matter of fact, he hurt black folk in two ways. First of all, he had 8 years to do something for black folk, but he carefully and judiciously involved and judiciously avoided doing anything for black folk. And most of my white friends told me in politics, and I was always with president governors, they say, hell, we would never have voted for Obama. We know but he's going to do something for black folk. We knew he would never do anything for black folk. And so, but that's the first thing, he never did anything for black folk. But he used that old thing that they did back in Philadelphia in 1789. He used very broad, ambiguous terms. I'm the president of all the people.
Obama, you the last person to disrespect black men for not voting for Kamala Harris corruptions. You the same so-called black man who made broken promises to change the community in black America, but instead you fool us to give legal rights to the LGBT community instead. And let's not forget you also didn't sign a executive order bill for black people when crooked racist cops were gunning down black men, black women, and black children, and none of those corrupted cops didn't go to prison for their action while you was in office for 8 years. Does this looks familiar to you, Obama? These black mans here were murdered constantly from crooked cops, including women and children being involved. And you did nothing about it. And when black America started rioting across the nation that were fed up for divine rights in the justice system, you had the audacity to call them thugs on the news. You thought we forgot all about that, out of all the protest rallies across the U.S. For Black Lives Matters, you didn't even want to sign a hate crime bill to stop this from happening at all. And back when you were living in Chicago during your presidency, You did nothing to stop the violence that was out of control in Chicago. Out of all cities, Chicago became the #1 murder capital of America, where you came from, sir. So before you criticize black men, you need to look in the mirror. You failed black America as president from broken promises. And think black man and everybody else is as dumb like you to vote for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris already exposed her true colors for illegal immigration and giving them free benefits, free food stamps, and free housing. So what the hell do we look like voting for her? She's a crook just like you. The both of you is never going to do anything for black people to allow fair rights. Obama, keep black man's names out of your mouth. You don't speak for us, period. And for the record, the only black man you need to be worried about is P. Diddy, 'cause the feds might be knocking on your door once they find out that you're on the list from Diddy's freak-off parties. You forgot he recorded you on tape, too.
Joe, thank you. And I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Dad for doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this.